I'm kind of worried that we're going to get another brutal, brooding Bond. Not that James Bond isn't those things, of course he is, read the books. But making those the emphasis for the character can come off brutish. I don't think James Bond, the former Royal Naval officer, is at his most interesting as a thug or a metaphor for an inelegant tool like a hammer. And I think the most underexplored characteristic of Bond, in a modern context anyway, is the element I think modern audiences could find most interesting. James Bond, the gentleman spy. Instead of modeling him after Jason Bourne or John Wick, pull inspiration from The Talented Mr. Ripley, The Thomas Crown Affair, and even, frankly, Batman Begins. Then sure, of course, other inspirations like John Wick, The Raid, or Jack Reacher for staging the action scenes. But for his style and characterization, show us why he's called Commander Bond. I think young male audiences would find it really aspirational to see a man shaped in class, wielding charisma, and excelling in the details. They'd like observing how that Bond actually appeals to women, which is usually through the synthesis of confidence and poise with boyish levity. Give us James Bond, the man of worldly training. Well-read when everyone else needs Google. Articulate when others mumble. What skills does that man have? He's thorough in a crime scene. He's trained to sail a boat, to sink a putt, to throw a knife, to be a first-rate sniper in improvised conditions, and to make someone else nervous when they hold all the cards. James Bond was orphaned at 11 and attended fancy schools like Eton and Fett's before joining the Navy, an officer in the Royal Navy with high upbringing. He speaks French and German, has hobbies like card games and thinking up high-end cocktails like the Vesper, with a taste for luxury cars like Bentleys and Aston Martins. There is a compelling class component to Bond which vanishes if his fighting and spy styles, which are an expression of himself, are strictly inelegant. Maybe he spent some of his youth learning to fence and shoot and ski and even qualified for the Olympics. Wouldn't it make interesting sense if he trained for the pentathlon? Before an injury or sense of duty directed him instead to the service. And obviously don't give us the cartoonish gentleman caricature that Austin Powers lampooned. Give us something honest and grounded. A prep school silver spoon high achiever with a taste for the finer things, but experience getting his hands dirty. And who navigates the world of privilege the way a noir detective navigates his city's underworld.